This is TWiT.
Challenging article from yesterday's Wall Street Journal. How I built an AI-powered self-running propaganda machine for $105.
Wow.
The author, Jack Brewster, calls it a pink slime site, which is, I like the name. He says he has no expertise. What he did was he went to Fiverr.com, which is freelance developers hang out there. He paid a developer, I guess $105, to write a website that would automatically take articles from mainstream news outlets, rewrite them according to a specific political preference, and publish them on the pink slime site. Within a few weeks, he said, I could even start earning programmatic ad revenue from my partisan AI content farm. He hired a guy with excellent ratings, 5.0 rating of 293 reviews, paid him $80, a young Pakistani. He said he's around 30 years old. He communicated with him via instant message. The programmer said, I'll create an automated news website auto blog. If you're looking for an automated website to generate passive income without any effort, my gig is your best choice. Here's his Fiverr. By the way, if you're looking for somebody, here's his Fiverr listing. He's an SEO expert. From there, all I had to do was answer a few questions about what kind of site I was looking for, the topics I wanted the site's articles to cover. The domain and site hosting added $25 to the total. That's where he got $105. Costs nothing to operate it. Runs itself automatically. Dozens of articles a day. In fact, this is one of 500 sites this developer has created. Each project takes him 2 or 3 days to complete.
You spend thousands of dollars on a web developer every year. I mean,
$80. $80. So the site he created, which he doesn't put a link to, specifically designed to support one political candidate against another in a real race for the U.S. Senate. So he gave it a very specific focus, and yet he's able to get a dozen or more articles a day for this pink slime site.
I mean, he could have done this as a documentary to the various people with various agendas that are just out there doing this, not to show that it can be done, but for whatever their agendas are. So, I mean, I don't think any of us were surprised that this was possible or as easy as it was. It's good that he's writing about it and
it's awfully easy.
More people aware. Yeah.
Here's the prompt he wrote for the AI. You have to write engaging news story of a minimum 300 words on the topic from a conservative perspective. Promote Senate candidate Bernie Moreno if you can. And the site is called the Buckeye State Press. Sounds legit. Buckeye State Press. I'd believe it. Ohio. Big senatorial campaign going on there. Here's a look at this. How is Bernie Moreno leading Ohio's preparations for Monday's total solar eclipse? Bernie Moreno upholds Ohio law on police cruiser window tint violations. How will conservative leader Bernie Moreno handle traffic during the April 8th solar eclipse? Very topical. Very topical.
Wow. What's amazing about this stuff is it's always been possible and this has always been done. But the fact that the technology makes it cheaper and easier and anybody can do it today.
Yeah.
That's the news story, really. The fact that he did this for next to nothing.
And to your point about critical thinking, if somebody's looking for traces of AI, it's not hard to find, right? So this site isn't going to fool somebody who's looking for.
Who knows what to look for? Yeah.
Right. Who knows what to look for? For instance, in its version of an article, it took a article published from the Lorain Morning Journal announcing awards for the state's top basketball players and rewrote them in a stunning turn of events. Senate candidate Bernie Moreno has emerged as a strong supporter of high school basketball in Ohio. Particularly
stunning
turn of events. Now, I think if you were a relatively eyes open reader, you might go, well, wait a minute, hold on. But maybe not. I mean, look at my in-laws would go, oh, yeah, Bernie, he's great. He loves State High School basketball. Buckeye State Press rewrote an article about a winning lottery ticket, taking it from a Fox affiliate, TV affiliate in Cleveland, stating, as the excitement of the Powerball jackpot continues to captivate the state, let us also remember the importance of supporting leaders like Bernie Moreno, who will work tirelessly to ensure a bright future for Ohio. Go ahead.
So one interesting thing that comes to mind about this and relates to what's going on with Google and its various link tax struggles is there needs to be some vet of this kind of information that's out there. You know, what is Google going to make of this guy's sites? Is it going to link to them? Is it going to show up in search results for news? I doubt it. I don't know what kinds of measures Google goes through to ensure that Bernie and his love for basketball get demoted to low ranking. But,
by the way, Jack Brewster, in an effort to show how easy this is to switch allegiance, then said, rewrite all of this to support Sherrod Brown, Bernie Moreno's opponent. And with a slight tweak to the prompt, the site began churning out pro-Brown articles.
Yeah.
I think this is as you say, this is not new. This is only problematic in the volume and the ease with which it could be
and
done.
The cost. It's become so affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost the scary part. I mean, I love things being affordable, but it's scary to me that thinks that anybody with a couple of $100 can create massive amounts of misinformation in ways that will convince some people. You know, the barrier to entry is just low these days.
And the thing is, people are not going to go to a website like this and scour all the articles and look for patterns that give it away as AI. They're going to see one article in a social feed out of context.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
I mean, I know, part of my job is keeping up with obviously business news in the Bay Area. I do a Google News search on terms like San Francisco, Bay Area, et cetera. And there are definitely sites that show up in the Google News search that I have not heard of, that I would not source a story from, and I can tell because there are like 5 repeats that there's some maybe syndication, maybe straight up copying going on. So, unfortunately, Google News is not as trustworthy as I think it needs to be in terms of the sources it allows in.
Yeah. I actually find my own articles sometimes plagiarized through Google News on sites that should not be ranked by Google News. I don't know how they got into Google News' database, but they're clearly plagiarizing.
Yeah, it'd be fun to talk to somebody from Google about that, because I remember back in the day, the very early days of blogging, when it was very hard to get your site or your outlet included in Google News. And it was a big victory when you could.
Right.
And now maybe not so much.
I'll have to reapply because I got turned down the first time I applied.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for watching this little snippet from our big show, the News Roundtable, This Week in Tech. I'm Leo Laporte. Each week we cover the week's tech news, in-depth analysis, but it's also fun and engaging. You'll find it at twit.tv along with all of our shows. And if you want more, just hit the subscribe button and we'll be sure to bring you a lot more great content. Thanks for listening.